to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Holly. I've decided we are gonna do reading 200 pages in a week. So I did this challenge a couple, I want to say weeks ago now, but I only read 100 pages a day. I thought, let's switch it up a little bit. Let's do 200 pages. So that is what we're gonna do. I'm slightly terrified because I struggled reading 100 pages a day. So I don't know whether this is going to be possible. It might be a little bit difficult, but I have nothing to do over the next 5 days. So you best believe I'll be reading. In the title it does say that I'll be doing this for a week, but I will not be doing it for a week. I'm going to do it for 5 days. So just ignore that. Okay, thank you. I am actually currently midway through reading all of Rena Kent's books. So if you're not aware of her books, they're sort of like darkish kind of romance books. They're very similar, to say the least. Very, very similar. But I love it. I love all of them books so much, and I want to try and get through the entire series. So I am probably like a third of the way through. I don't really know, maybe a fourth of the way through. I am on the book Rise of a Queen, which is in the Kingdom Duet series. So ignore the cover because it is such a bad... What? That was Siri, by the way. Ignore the cover because it's just horrendous, but this is the book. Pretend that it hasn't got a real person on it. Pretend that it's not there, okay? Because I am. Why would you put a real person on the cover? I hate it. I'm so excited to start this. It did kind of leave it on a cliffhanger, I think. I can't really remember the last book. I should know. This is about Jonathan and Aurora. Jonathan is actually the dad of Aiden and someone else who I can't think whose name, of like the first books who are in the Royal Elite series, but he's the dad, like the really hot dad. Aurora is the sister of their dead mum. Does that make sense? Probably not. I think Aiden King, his mum who died, is her sister. I don't think that makes sense, but just go with it, okay? That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna maybe get in bed and read a little bit now, just so that I can get like a few pages done, so then tomorrow is a little bit easier. But yeah, hopefully you can get 2 books finished in this video, so that is great. But without any further ado, I hope you enjoy the video, and yeah, let's go. Okay, hello everybody. We're on day 1 of this video and I am on page 45. I have been reading on my iPad. My Kindle Unlimited subscription ran out and I'm not paying $9.99, so I need to put some more books on my Kindle. So I'm currently reading on my iPad, if in case you were wondering. So the text is massive because I was reading in bed and I was like squinting trying to see it because the text was so small. So I was like, use your brain, just make the text bigger. I can't really say much about what's going on. I'm like 15% through, but what's her name? Aurora has like kind of disappeared and she went to this cabin. I'm not really sure. I can't remember what she said about the cabin, but I think, did he find out? Yeah, I think he found her. Yeah, that's kind of where I got up to. Because she sort of ran away because something happened. I don't remember what happened. It was like a couple weeks ago that I read the first book, so I don't remember what happened, but it's good so far. So I've got 200 pages to read today, but if you take away 45, that is 155. So yeah, I've got to read 155 pages today because I read 45 last night. So that should be pretty easy. I can get it done quite quickly, to be fair. But I also was thinking there's only 296 pages in this book, so I'll probably be able to get it finished tomorrow. So that's exciting. But anyway. I don't really know. I'm on page 84. I need to read 120, 116 pages, which is quite a bit. We'll see what I can do. With dark romance, I feel like I can read it quite fast because you don't need to read every single word. It's like you don't need to, because it's just a whole lot of waffle, to be honest with you. A bit like what I do, I waffle every day. So yeah, I am gonna get in my bed, I'm gonna get on this pillow and I'm going to read on my iPad. I'm gonna sit in the dark and I'm gonna read. So you don't really need to see that, but just know I'm having a good time. I'm gonna get reading. Nothing more to say. I apologise for noise. Hello everybody. So it is day 2, I believe, and I am on page, I don't actually know, I'm not really sure, but I'm 64% through the book. So I'll put the page on the screen. But I read my pages for yesterday. I have not read at all today. It's, what's the time? 7 o'clock, and I haven't read a singular page. So I'm gonna sit over there and I'm gonna read a little bit and hopefully get like 100 or so pages finished. I'll probably finish the book and then we can start something new. Don't really know what I'm gonna start, that's the only problem. I kind of want to start this book that came out like yesterday or the day before. I can't remember what it's called. I'll put it on the screen. But I've seen the author like keep talking about it on TikTok and it sounds really good and I really want to read it, so maybe I'll read it, but I couldn't find it anywhere and I'm not paying for it, so I don't really know. But I've got a bit of a headache, so I don't really know what I want to do. This book is so good, like literally. So I finished Rise of a Queen. I should tell you about that before I start speaking about this. Basically, I give that book, I think I want to say a 3.75. It wasn't like the favouriteest thing I've ever read. Like, it's just another dark romance, do you know what I mean? They're all so similar, but it was okay. I didn't love it, that's all. I didn't really love it that much, but it was okay. So yeah, 3.75. I don't want to spoil it for you purely because it is the second book to a series, and yeah, there's no point in spoiling it. But I then moved on to My Dark Romeo, which is the first book in a series. I don't know which series. Let's have a little look. Yeah, it's in the Dark Prince Road series. It's only 3 books, so it's not too bad. I have got the second book. The third one only came out a few weeks ago actually, so yeah. But I've started it. It's a billionaire sort of romance. I didn't really know what this book was about going into it. The female main character is like daddy's girl sort of, and she sort of lives off her dad's money and like uses his credit card and that sort of vibe, and they live in this big lovely house, and Romeo is the heir to some sort of company, but he has to get married to then get the money and own that company. So I think he gets about 20 billion, which is like insanity. But yeah, he's gonna be a billionaire if he marries Dallas, which is her name. She's a bit of a strange kind of girl, but like I'm sort of liking her in a way because first off, she reads books, and I think I showed you one of the quotes that she said. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, it's really good so far. I've only got to read about 30 pages and then I'm finished. I've nearly done my 200 pages. Let's actually see how much we've got left. Let's have a look. 23 pages, so not that much. I'm actually so proud. That means in 2 days I've read 400 pages. I don't think I've ever done that. I'm not a fast reader, if I'm honest with you, so I'm quite proud about that. I'll update you tomorrow once I obviously start again. Over halfway of my Dark Romeo. I am here. I've done this much. I'm so proud of myself. I've read 200 pages today. What's that all about? I read 200 pages today. Like, yeah, I've read 600 pages in 3 days. That's crazy for me. So at the moment, Romeo and Dallas have got married and they went on a honeymoon. This book is so not what I thought it was gonna be. Like, this is not what I thought it was gonna be. It's like everything I want to read in a book. It's so good. He's like protective over her and he won't admit his feelings that he like actually really likes her. Like, he keeps saying that, oh, she's mine, whatever, but then he's not actually like admitting that, oh, I actually like her, like romantically, not as just like she's mine sort of way. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm like not entirely loving this small bit of that about the plot where Dallas wants a baby, she wants children, she wants 4, but Romeo for some really strange reason doesn't want children, and she's like, maybe if I can have a child with him, like he's mine, then he's like mine forever. I'm torn to him. Yeah, so there's Madison, who is Dallas's ex-fiance, and he keeps appearing and I don't know why she keeps going back to him. He's trying to get her to like plot against Romeo, and Romeo knows that he's trying to do that, and he's like telling Dallas not to listen to him, whatever. The funniest thing, right, they're on their honeymoon and this Madison man, he literally was at the same hotel as him. Romeo went outside of their rooms with Dallas and he literally got a check, gave the check to him and was like, this is how the lawsuit something or other, like this is how much I'll owe you or whatever when I punch your face in. And he went and Madison went, you haven't done anything, and then he cut himself off and then he punched him. I was like, the shock on my face. I was like, that is so funny. There's so much that's happened, but I can't say every single thing because we'd be here all day. I really like it. It's very spicy. I did not know what this book was about going into it, so I'm very surprised. I'm also wondering, how is there a second book? This is going to leave on a cliffhanger, isn't it? Hi everyone, it's Sunday today and I haven't read anything yet, but I obviously need to read my 200 pages, so I'm going to do exactly that. I have just got to do a little bit of work today and I can just spend the rest of the day reading. But yeah, I just want to get this book finished. Like, it's so good. I'm really liking it. It's not 5 stars. I'd probably give it 4.5 though. Like, I'm really enjoying it, but it's not 5-star feeling. Do you know what I mean? Literally just got the epilogue left of this book and I'm actually so sad. The best time. So I'm just going to finish the book now and then I'll give you my full review. I finished it. So basically Dallas and Romeo somehow end up with this forced marriage, and in order for Romeo to inherit his like his father's company, he has to get married, and he chose Dallas, and she hates him for it because of how he went through with it. She eventually starts to fall for him and he falls for her as well. There is so much spice in this, like insane. I kind of thought like, oh my god, this book is like not what I expected it to be whatsoever. Like the cover looks so innocent, like literally it's got angels on it, but I did not expect it to be this sort of book. I really had no idea what to think going into this book, so it's truly caught me for surprise. But for that I am going to give it a 4.5 star. I've enjoyed it, but there's just like not the 5-star feeling. I still haven't actually reached my 200-page goal, so I do need to continue reading. The next book I actually want to read only came out like, I think it was 3 days ago or something, but it is this book right here, Close Protection by Eden Victoria. This author, I followed her on TikTok years ago. Like not years ago, but like literally over a year or two ago, and she's wrote a book, which is so cool. I really want to read it, so I am. It's like bodyguard sort of vibe, which you've automatically got me hooked, because I love a bodyguard romance, especially because there's not actually as many as you think. Like I've read the popular ones, there's not that many, so I'm so excited to read this. But yeah, this is definitely the next book that I'm going to read. I'm not sure how many pages it is. 272. That's not that bad. Oh my god, that's really cool. Look, oh sorry you can't see it. You see now? There's like floor plans. Wow. But yeah, I'm planning on reading this. I think, let's see how many pages I've got to read. It's not that many. 26 pages. Okay, that's easy. I can do 26 pages. That means I'm going to get in bed because it's on my Kindle. And I'll probably see you tomorrow. Hello everyone, it's Monday today. Not my favourite day of the week. I've got work today, so I will not be able to read as much, but obviously I will still try and do my 200 pages. I read last night up to chapter 5, so I sort of give you like a small amount of what this book's hopefully going to be about. But it's about Daphne and Milos. It's one of the two, I'm not actually sure, because there's a H on the end, so I'm not actually sure. Either way, her dad is like the CEO of this company, and there's some sort of like someone trying to get some sort of information from them, and so obviously then her dad is like, I need my daughter protected. Yeah, they've hired Milos. I don't know how to say it. He is now protecting her. I don't know how old they are. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm sure we'll find out. But I like the sound of, I love this sort of book. There's not enough of these sorts of books. I said this yesterday. There is not enough. There needs to be more. So I'm really excited to get further into this book. I've got to read 196 pages today because I read 4 extra yesterday. So I'm sure the next time I speak to you will be later tonight, but I will try and read as much as I can, but you never know. Hello everyone, so it is actually a few days later. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually thinking of DNFing Close Protection. So I was sort of enjoying it, right, at the start, and then I actually don't like it. And I feel like really bad because the book is, like, I love the concept, I just don't like it. I don't like it. I'm sorry. But I don't really like it, so I'm gonna DNF it. I was thinking of just like skipping a few chapters and then saying that I'd read it, but I don't want to do that because that's not true. And so I'm gonna be so completely honest with you. I am gonna DNF it. I got to page 97, chapter 17, so I got reasonably far. The chapters are small, so it's not that bad, but overall I'm just not like liking it. So yeah, I'm gonna DNF it, but I am gonna end the video here. I wanted to keep going, but I don't want to read this book anymore and I don't want it to put me in a slump, so that is why I'm going to stop. But that is the end of the video. I've had so much fun filming this video because I genuinely didn't know that I could read as many pages as I have. I'm gonna come back to you and tell you how many pages I've read and how many hours I've read, and I'll tell you the statistics and everything, just because I think they're really fun to know. So I'm gonna go and work them out and then I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. That was very quick. So I have got the little facts for you. So I have read a total of 889 pages over the course of 4 days. I take that back, 5 days. I spent 9 hours and 38 minutes reading, and I read 2 books. So the first book was Rise of a Queen. I gave that 3.75, and the second book was My Dark Romeo, which was a 4.5, I think. It was either 4.5 or a 4.75. I don't really know. I'm still deciding. And then Close Protection, which was obviously a DNF. They are the books I read. I can't believe I actually read so much. This is really good for me, especially. But yeah, with that, I'm going to end the video here. Let me know if I should do more of these videos because I love filming these videos. I think they're so fun and they make me get through my physical TBR, which is what I need, because sometimes I need a bit of a kick to actually read, which sucks. It sucks. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next Friday for another video. Bye! Sorry? Oh, okay. I'm just gonna... Cross the back, darling.